Hey guys, welcome back to another Vinny Vid production. In this video, I am going to show you some more progress on John Prescott's build. Actually, I'm getting pretty much down to the nitty-gritty on this one. I'm going to show you what I have accomplished up to this point, and then I will show you how I install the lower part of the fascia. So stay tuned and let me get you over to the workbench and I'll show you the progress that's been made so far. Hold on. Alright guys, this is what I've accomplished in the past week or so. As you can see, all the plexiglass is in and it's permanent. And I also installed this corner molding here. Let's see if we can get you in a little tighter for that one. And actually the glossy black works just fine. The progress that I've been doing this week is probably the most hardest on this whole project. What I've been doing is adding the lower angle of the fascia, as you can see here, and the corner piece right here, and the center piece. Well, the only thing I have left on that part would be to do this corner piece and this last piece here. Once those get done, then we start with the next part of it, which would be adding the upper part of the fascia. And once I get past there, then it's a matter of just putting the roof on and getting it all prepared and ready to ship out to John. Hopefully in the next couple of days this project will be completed. Anyhow, stand by and I'll show you how I do this corner piece. First, I want to say one thing. These are, let me turn this around a bit. These are the pieces for the corner. Now you would think because this is a 90-degree angle that these would be cut at a 90-degree angle. Wrong. If you look, the angles actually make it not 90, but more than a 90, but when you bend it up like that is when it makes the 90. So anyhow, stay tuned, let me get this all ready and I'll show you how I put these on. Alright guys, since I've been working with this plexiglass stuff, I did some experimenting and I found out that the styrene will adhere to the plexiglass using the solvent, also will adhere to the plexiglass using super glue, and also would adhere to the plexiglass using regular model glue. So with that being said, I'm going to install the first piece of this angle. And I noticed in a couple of shots that I've done before that the glue will roll down the plexiglass. So I just go up here in the corner and I give it a nice little bead. And this, what this white plastic is for, is to give it the support for the lower part of this. Once that's done, I just put it in there and let it set up for a minute, and then I'll add glue up here. This surface will make the support for the upper part of the stanchion that's going to go there, or the fascia, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to let this dry while I'm on camera, so I'll come back when it's dry and we'll do the final corner piece. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this piece is already secured. I did the top part also, and now we'll put in this final piece for the front. And basically I'm just going to test fit it first and make sure that it fits okay. And it does. Nice little corner right there. So now all I need to do is the glue. And we'll put this guy in place, and then we'll do the same thing, let him set up for a minute, and then we'll glue the top part. And basically the only thing I have left now is the rear one, and then I can start building up from there. We'll give this a few minutes to dry. Again, I won't do it on camera. And we'll come back and we'll do the last piece. So be right back. Alright, the corner piece is done, and now for the final lower fascia, whatever you want to call it. The same process. Just take your glue and just put a bead down in here. And we'll just take our fascia part, push it up against the back part, and put that in there like that. And we'll let this sit for a little while, and then I will do the top part, and I'll let it sit up for a couple of hours, and then I'll start working on the uprights of the fascia. Anyhow, I think that's going to be it for now. I don't need to show you how I'm going to glue this. I'm just going to run a bead of glue on here. We're going to let this rest for an hour or two, and I'll get back on it and do some more. And talk to you later, guys. Bye. Alright guys, we're going to show you now the next step in John's project. I'm getting ready to secure the upper facade pieces, so I need to make some supports. So how I make my supports is I take my little triangle and I'll square it up on here. These are all scrap pieces of plastic that I have. You can either draw your line, but what I usually do is I just take my knife and go ahead and do a couple of scribes like this, and once I think I have enough, I'll just take it and do the old snap. Now also, when I do this, is I always cut a little notch out, because there's going to be other support on these walls other than these upright supports. So I just cut out a little notch at the bottom like that. I don't know if you guys can see that little notch. Okay, then I will take some scrap angle. I think this is like 5/16 or something like that, and I'll give it a cut, don't matter where, and we'll just cut it, and we have two pieces now. And usually what I will do is sand the edges down with a little nail file. Compliments of my daughter, the Camaro kid. Then we'll just take some regular old plastic cement, and we'll put it on here like this, and then we'll take the angle and put the angle down on the bottom. And now I want to make sure that these are square. So I would use this one just to show you guys, because you can't actually see this guy. But what I do is since I'm working on glass, which I'm assuming is fairly square, I'll take this and put it up against there, and then secure the angle on the bottom, so I have a tight fit against the glass and a true 90-degree angle. And as you can see, I already made up quite a few of them. I'm probably going to need a lot more than this, but this will get me going. I also made some smaller ones for when I secure the corners of the walls. So basically, we're getting ready. I have the upper facade's first coat of primer on the inside part. I will do the finish coat as soon as that dries up, and then we'll get back to this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back in a little while. Alright guys, this is the next part in John's build, but before I get to that, I want to thank all you guys that have commented on my little venture to the Scottsdale HO Model Railroad Club. I gotta say, I did have a lot of fun using, playing with their stuff. Of course, I'm not used to it being so big, but it worked out pretty good. And I want to tell all you guys, there's no way that I will be getting out of N scale and going to HO. So with that being said, this next part of the video is going to show all those little triangle pieces I cut out yesterday and how I installed everything. I'm not going to show you how I did it, I'm just going to show you the after product. Anyhow, let's get over to the model and I'll show you what I did. Alright, since the front facade is the most important one, I put it up first, and as you can see, I use my clamps to hold it in place while I set up the glue and everything. But everything else comes off of that facade. Then I measured and cut everything down to where it's supposed to be. And now we'll move the camera over a little bit and I'll show you the inside, how I did the inside. First of all, let me show you the products I used. I used Evergreen number 297 1/4" angle. Yesterday I said it was 5/16, but it's actually 1/4". The next item I used was Evergreen again, number 187. It's 0.125 by 0.156, and I use those to secure the walls to the floor. The last product I used was again Evergreen 100 by 100 square strips. Anyhow, let's get into how I did all this. First thing is we're going to take the clamps off because everything is secured now, and I want you guys to get a good view of how everything looks. Oops, everything falling on the floor. Alright, clamps are off now. Let's see, we'll get in here a little closer and I'll show you that right here I used at the floor down here. I used the 125 by 156 around the entire perimeter of the build. Then I used the 125 for up here in the corner. Let's see if I can get you in a little closer here. I use those for the corner supports right here. Then my little triangle pieces, as you can see here, each wall has got one. Anyhow, I didn't finish the back yet, and I'm not going to do that on camera, but when it is finished I will give you a total overlook of the facades. The back wall still needs to get done. John, I'm getting closer. I hope you like it so far. Let me give you another view of what it looks like. And basically that's it. John, this is going to look bitchin' when it's on your layout. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to lower this down a bit. Get you a better shot of the front. And as you can see my hand in there. So it's going to be great for displaying stuff, John. Anyhow, we'll be back with the rest of the build, or the rest of this part of the build. And so stay tuned, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, this is the next step that has been completed. All the facades are on. As you can see, I just have the back wall temporarily on there, just so you get an idea what it looks like. Also, if you take a look inside, John, this is going to be really cool. I could fit one of my N-scale locomotives in there. I just might keep this building for myself. Just joking. And Paul Schaus, if you're looking at this video, the box that it's sitting on is your box. I'm getting ready to ship it out here pretty soon. Anyhow, take a walk around here. I won't show you the back yet because I do have some other stuff planned for that. But, as you can see, all the facades are up. And if you look close enough, you can even see the locomotive in there. You get a good shot on this. It's kind of hard to see because everything is so glossy. But anyhow, John, we're another step closer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my little how-to. The next step will be the back wall, and then finally the roof. anyhow, that's going to conclude this series. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more updates on this build. For now, BNSF 6951 out.